Hello watch fans, it's Anders here on Watch On channel. Today I'm very excited because my brand new Rolex purchase just arrived today. So I just want to do this quick unboxing first impressions video, and then I will follow up with a full review of this beautiful watch. And of course a quick wristwatch check. I am actually wearing another Rolex, and this is the OYSTER Perpetual 39, a favorite in my collection. Very nice, kind of a perfect everyday watch. I did a full review of this watch as well. You can find the link to that review down in the description to this video. So let's get into this watch. It of course comes in this green plastic Rolex box, and let's not waste any time. Can you guess which Rolex it is? And I'm opening the box now. Yes, it is the Datejust. This is the Datejust 41. This is a 2018 Datejust. It's pristine. I would say it's 99 out of 100. It's a full set. I bought it last week. It arrived today. And it was kind of the Rolex I really wanted to try. I have owned a Submariner, a Milgauss. I currently own the OYSTER Perpetual 39 and a GMT Master, the Pepsi. And I never actually tried a Datejust. So I wanted to try a Datejust in my collection. Also because, in my opinion, it's kind of the perfect do-it-all one watch collection watch, because you get the sporty look, you get the dressy look, you get the date complication, and a very accurate Rolex movement. So of course a hang tag, a Rolex sticker there, and inside here we find all the good stuff. So the certificate, the guarantee, it's still under guarantee, and also the manual to the OYSTER Perpetual Datejust. You see the reference number here. It's the 126300, so 126300. This is the new Datejust, which was introduced in 2017. They did introduce the new one in 2016, but that was only bicolor or gold and stainless steel. Then in 2017 they released the stainless steel versions, and you can get a lot of different versions. I was also looking at the rhodium, the dark rhodium. I think that gray kind of charcoal color is beautiful. Also I was looking at the blue, but at the end I decided for the black because I wanted the kind of most versatile of them all. I have a lot of blue watches, and the Datejust with the shiny surfaces, the mirror polish on both the sides of the case, on the bezel, the plain bezel here, as well as the center links and the middle of the clasp. It's just a very, very shiny watch for a kind of everyday watch, maybe dress watch for some people. And in blue, I found it just a little too flashy, a little too shiny for what I want this watch to be. So I decided on the black, and I really, really enjoy my purchase. I paid approximately $500 over retail, so that's pretty nice. It is the Rolex Datejust 41, but in fact it measures 40.3 millimeters in diameter. So it wears much more like a 40 millimeter watch than a 41 millimeter watch. That's the funny thing about Rolex. They say 41 millimeters, but it's actually closer to 40. So looking closer at the dial, you can see very simple dial. Rolex OYSTER Perpetual Datejust below 12 o'clock. Below that, above that, you also get the white gold Rolex crown with the 5 coronets, superlative chronometer, official certified, Swiss made at 6 o'clock down here. Then applied hour markings filled with chromalite, as well as the simple baton style hands, which are also filled with chromalite except for the second hand. And then you get the date window with the 2.5 magnification Cyclops glass. And in the rehaut you of course get Rolex. So as we saw before, high polish on the sides, polish on the locks, polish on the plain bezel, signed crown. This is a screw down crown. You get 100 meters of war resistance. You get 70 hours of power reserve with the new Rolex 3235 movement. This is one of the great upgrades. This, for example, has 48 hours, and that's kind of my lower limit, 48 hours to full days. With this one you get 70 hours, which is a really nice upgrade to the older Datejusts. Manual winding, hacking, all of that good stuff. Polished center links, which I am experienced with from when I owned my Milgauss. It's actually exactly the same bracelet and clasp. And then you get brushing on the outer part. I did remove one link, and that is a total of 2 links removed because it came with one link already taken off, wrapped in plastic, so that's nice. So I got the perfect fit. Really beautiful clasp, high quality. I believe and I think Rolex, they make some of the very best clasps, if not the best clasps in the business overall. Again, the Rolex crown, the coronet, you just open the watch by pulling this. Then you get the easy link adjustment. So I can easily here take off 5 millimeters. And if it gets hot or my wrist just needs a little more air, I can just take it off again. So that's a really nice little feature here, which also helps you to get a perfect fit, screwed, as you see here, links. So it's very, very easy to adjust this bracelet. Of course, with Rolex, plain case back. So on my 18 centimeter wrist circumference, the Datejust 41 wears perfectly. It is on the larger side for what you would call a dress watch, but as this is what I would call a sporty dress watch, it's the perfect size. It has its presence because of all the shiny mirror polishing, but it also toned down a little bit, as you can see, because of the black dial, this deep black, almost kind of glossy sunburst dial. You need some strong light to get the glossy sunburst effect. Compared to my OYSTER Perpetual 39, you can see it is just a tad bigger, but not that much. But it's definitely a much shinier watch because they polished a lot of surfaces on the OYSTER Perpetual 39. It's only the sides here of the case, the bezel of course, and not the bracelet. So this wears much more casual, much more under the radar, anonymous. So this is less than 12 millimeters in thickness, and you can easily see how nicely it wears because it's not very thick. So this is my first impressions unboxing of my Rolex OYSTER Perpetual Datejust from 2018, the first Datejust I ever owned in my collection. What do you think about this watch? Is it the right color that I chose? Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you very soon again with the full review. Thank you. Bye.